Yes, gang, it's right. That's right. It's Poppy's other workshop. Hey, Poppy here. As you can see, I'm in the computer room. It's Valentine's Day 2024. I haven't been feeling very well. You may have noticed that I haven't been posting a hell of a lot lately. I think my last post was around August. I may be wrong. Happened once or twice before. Anyway, in the past, I showed you my new Mr. Coffee espresso maker. I showed you how I store my beans, how fine I grind them. I showed you vinegaring out, right? That espresso maker got so packed full of hard water deposits that it died. I vinegared it and no more. So for like 6 months, I had to use my wife's Mr. Coffee drip maker. Put 4 ounces of water in it, twice and a half times as much ground coffee just to make. Anyway, Christmas, my wife give me that I think that's pronounced Gurima. Gurimia. I don't know. I don't care. Okay. You see this word here? Steam. Don't let that throw you just because you don't see other espresso makers on the shelf at Walmart saying steam. Unless you've got a button for the pump or you've got a one-armed bandit lever to pump the water, you have a steam espresso maker. There's two types of mechanisms. This, which purely uses steam, and the steam goes through your very finely ground grounds in that coffee ground cup, pan, whatever you want to call it. This, you notice you can almost see through some of the holes. This is the one from the Mr. Coffee. And this is the place it goes to. This is the cap from the Mr. Coffee. When I first got the Mr. Coffee, I drilled across here and put a rod in so I could crank it. Look at that. How are you going to grab that? I had to put a rod in. Anyway, the inner part cracked. And cranked down it, grunk on it as much as I could. It finally just would not, hold the water, the steam pressure. My wife ordered me this. It arrived. I put it on. I go to make coffee. Nothing. Okay. As you see the Gurimia, there's the cap. All right? Now, you can put an any 64th wrench on this. Gronk away to your heart's content. Or ungronk. So you can put more water in it and make your next demi-tasse. Demi-tasse, that's such a pretty word. It means half a cup. Okay, now the thing about the Guremia, right? It's got this tall cap. It's much taller than this one. They're the same depth down there, but it's that much taller. You want to know why? Because the Guremia, to get down to where you put the water in, is that deep. That deep. Think about it. Yeah. Go from can't grab it. All these are the same in here. All these central parts with the white silicone washer, gasket, whatever you would call it, they're all the same. The threads for the water fill tank are all the same. Okay. In my research to get one of these, I ran across every expresso maker listing on YouTube, Amazon, Walmart. You know, I even looked at a couple of them Chinese places. But I didn't want to order 10 million. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. This is the thing you put the drip cup in from the Mr. Coffee. You notice it's got 3 lugs. See? To bayonet in. This one has 2. That is the significant difference between these 2. How many lugs? They take the same grounds cup. Watch. Same grounds cup. And oh, the Guremia's got this pretty metal colored insert on the handle. Remind me to discourse on how that affects the flavor of the coffee. Whoa, he's going to open the can of worms tonight. Yeah, oh yeah. Okay, now, you see here, steam espresso maker, first shot, and it's brews up to 4 shots. Simple operation. Something about your cup. Glass carafe, da 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 da, right? Get here. The grounds cup. The thing you put the grounds cup in. Oh, they give you this cute little they give you this cute little spoon. And the sissy little carafe. That's right, I said sissy. That's right. Uh-huh. And of course the lid. Look at how deep. Look at how deep it shows going down to where you put the water in. Think about it. First thing in the morning, you get up. They're not even fully open yet. You got your jelly glass full of cold water out of the tap. You should probably use distilled, but we'll get to that later. And you try and pour it in there, right? You get it all over. And you ruin the mechanism, the electric, because it leaks down past the plastic and gets to the electrics. And bye-bye espresso maker. Okay. integrated frothing wand. The frothing wand for the milk leaks when you're making coffee. Poor quality control right there. Modern design, right? You see all the pretty metal. Hey gang, I'm back. Between my capture program and the computer I'm running it on, the display of the capture froze up, and I knew I wasn't. So I stopped it, restarted it, rebooted, all that. Now, see here, since this is a review, this is covered by fair use. So if you're any way involved with proprietorship of this coffee maker, Fongul, fair use, bitch. Now, you see here, know your espresso maker. You see there at the end of my finger, that's a little on-off indicator light. That's nice. So the first thing in the morning when they're barely open, you finally get some water in the water tank. You cram some beans into the portafilter. It's not a grounds cup, it's a portafilter. I hear Mrs. Poppy in the next room breaking up. Okay, now, that on-off light is a nice touch. But it belongs where my finger was pointing, behind that little carafe. I'm just going to say, screw looking at the monitor, and I'm going to talk at you, okay? Okay, now, I touched on vinegaring your espresso maker to get the water scale out of the water heating boiling tank. You can forestall that problem by using distilled water. Not totally prevent it. Don't let anyone tell you that you will totally prevent water scale. You really believe that guy in Santa Monica next to the sewage treatment plant is selling bottled water that it's distilled? What have you been smoking? Anyway, I told you, steam, not a pump or a hand crank pump. Okay. The steam nozzle for milk leaks when it's making coffee. It may just be this one. I think maybe Model Y, like the Pinto gas tank. Yeah. Anyway, that being said, the good parts of this review. It makes good coffee. I haven't tried frothy milk because I don't put frothy milk in my espresso. I just put a little bit of Hershey's chocolate syrup in the bottom of the cup and then I pour it in. And it's about that amount of time I spend stirring it too. I want that Hershey syrup to get fully dispersed through my beverage. So, going on what my wife told me, she paid for it. It's a fairly good countertop espresso maker. Not the best, But then again, they don't cost about $5,000. A built-in bean grinder, a thing with water, and it pumps it in. If you can afford distilled water, great. If not, once a month, after you make your last double shot of coffee, 4 ounces of vinegar, cap it, run it through the grounds cup and this into the little pot. It'll clean residue out of this and out of here and out of the carafe once a month or more, but at least once a month. You'll find that it restores the speed of the brew from for 5 minutes to for 2. So, happy Valentine's Day. And for any of you out there who are smart enough to marry her on Valentine's Day, yeah, good night from California.